Judas of Galilee, or Judas of Gamala, was a Jewish leader who led an armed resistance to the census imposed for Roman tax purposes by Quirinius in Iudaea Province around 06 AD. The revolt was crushed brutally by the Romans. These events are discussed by Josephus in the Jewish War and in Antiquities of the Jews and mentioned in the Acts of the Apostles. Judas and zealotry. In Antiquities of the Jews, Josephus states that Judas, along with Zadok the Pharisee, founded the fourth sect of first-century Judaism. Josephus blamed this fourth sect, which he called the Zealots, for the First Jewish-Roman War of 6673 AD. Although some modern scholars think they were actually different groups, Judas and Zadok's group of zealots were theocratic nationalists who preached that God alone was the ruler of Israel and urged that no taxes should be paid to Rome. Aslan zealots. Several scholars, such as Gunnar Harland and James S. McLaren, have suggested that Josephus's description of the fourth sect does not reflect historical reality, but was constructed to serve his own interests. According to Harland, the part covering the sect acts as a transition and an introduction to the excursion concerning the Jewish schools of thought, all of which Josephus presents to portray the majority of Jews in a positive light, and to show that the Jewish war was incited by a radical minority. Similarly, McLaren proposes that Judas and his sect act as scapegoats for the war that are chronologically, geographically, and socially removed from the priestly circles of Jerusalem. Josephus does not relate the death of Judas, although he does report that Judas' sons James and Simon were executed by Procurator Tiberius Julius Alexander in about 46 AD. He also reports that Menahem ben Judah, one of the early leaders of the Jewish revolt in 66 AD, was Judas' son, but most scholars doubt this. Menahem may have been Judas' grandson. However, Menahem's cousin Eleazar ben Nuet then escaped to the fortress of Mesida, where he became a leader of the last defenders against the Roman Empire. Judas is referred to in Acts of the Apostles, in which a speech by Gamaliel, a member of the Sanhedrin, identifies Theudas and Judas as examples of failed messianic movements, and suggests that the movement emerging in the name of Jesus of Nazareth could similarly fail.